going on, y'all? VNNCZ3 here, coming at you with a hero composition guide. That's right, I said composition. There is no 5 best, but just stay tuned, guys, stay tuned. If you like what you hear and what you see in the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But if you're already a subscriber, guys, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean the world to me, and that's exactly why I continue to make this kind of viewing content for you guys. So, I'm super excited to make this video because I get asked probably like 50 times a day. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that mail right there is probably, hey, which ones are the best ones to use? And I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and make this video. So let's do that now, guys. I will tell you guys which heroes not to use, okay? The heroes to stay away from. If you're doing hero chapters, okay, listen to me. Hero chapters. Stay away from Elementalist. Stay away from Death Archer. Stay away from Oathkeeper. Stay away from Snow Queen. Stay away from Bomb and Goblin. Stay away from Sage of Storms and Night Raven. Okay? Excuse me. It is okay to use all of those other heroes that I'm not currently using right now. I'd maybe stay away from Soul Forger, but it's no here nor there, okay? I just gave you a list to stay away from, especially if you're free to, especially if you're free to play, okay? Just stay away from them. So let's go over some heroes that I highly recommend, okay? You need 1 to 2 guaranteed stunning heroes, okay? That means when they ultimate, they are going to stun, okay? And you need to make sure they can stun from a good distance, probably about at least half the map size. Heroes I highly recommend. Spend the $5, guys. Get Beatrix. Even if you don't legendary grade her, the fact is that her ultimate hits the entire map and stuns them for 5 seconds, and she gains her ultimate so quick. She's absolutely amazing. This is me trying to be a pervert, but I am, but I'm not. Okay. All I'm saying, guys, is really 100% get Beatrix. Spend the $5. Go to my Google Play Card event giveaways. I do a lot of them. So, I hide them in videos, okay? You guys are like, I don't see any of them. It's because maybe you're only like clicking the video, I'm not entertained, and then you click away, okay? I hide them inside my videos. So, this one may not be it, but this one may be it. So, there's only one way to find out. Watch the video till the end, okay? But anyways, long story short, guys. Stunning heroes you absolutely need, and I'll name them, okay? Beatrix. I know it's Beatrix. That's her name. Or the Petite Devil, but I call her Bay, right? Beatrix. Get it? Huh? Play on words? I know. Anyways. Petite Devil. The big guy. Rose Knight. Child of Light. Okay? Rose Knight. Child of Light. Incinerator. Snow Queen. Oathkeeper. Death Knight. And that's it. Those are the only heroes in the game that guaranteed stun on their ultimate, okay? You need at least 1 to 2 of those guys. 1 to 2. 1 to 2, okay? Remember that, okay? This is for best hero composition. There is no best hero in the game because there's a lot of free-to-play players and a lot of pay-to-play players and a lot of players who haven't even got their elite chapters done to get Rose Knight, let alone completed their chapters to get Incinerator or whatever, right? All I'm saying is you've got to have at least 1 to 2 of the heroes I just mentioned, okay? Number 2, you need at least 1 dedicated healer. That's not just Prima Donna, guys, okay? Sea Squire does a pretty good job if he's leveled, okay? If he's leveled and your guys are fairly tanky, Sea Squire's pretty darn good. Rose Knight heals randomly sometimes, okay? But Sea Squire or Prima Donna, you got a choice to make, okay? If you're running a team composition just like this, Rose Knight, Beatrix, let me see who else here. Sea Squire, Black Crow, Incinerator. You can get away with that, actually. You can get away with just using Sea Squire as your healer, because Rose Knight and Sea Squire are going to heal your guys, and Beatrix heals herself, and that's all I'm going to say, guys. So, yeah, step number 2, have a dedicated healer, okay? I like to use Prima Donna because Prima Donna can take any of my heroes from almost death to full health in a matter of seconds, okay? So, yeah, Stunner and Healer, and then you need one hero that can snipe, assassinate, okay? Anybody on the map for the most part, okay? Good heroes to use. Tracker's my number 1 go-to, okay? But you can also use Scarlet Bolt. You can also use, oh, I don't have her. Black Crow, and you can use Shade. Those are the 4 heroes. You've got to have one of them, okay? And I say Black Crow because she's such a consistent damage hero. I'm getting her medals right now because I'm gonna make her part of my team. Because I like the damage that she does. But anyways, guys, I know she doesn't have her ultimate that just tackles something down. But if you're looking for the true assassins, Shade, Scarlet Bolt, and Tracker. Those are the only 3 heroes that are going to guaranteed assassinate somebody, okay? Tracker, when her ultimate hits, it's going to hit freaking hard. Take a peek. 7,200 damage. Hardest hitting single target ultimate in the game so far. Okay, move on. Come on. Scarlet Bolt. Here's another one. Backstab. Backstab's going to hit for almost 4,000 damage and lower the physical defense, and they're just going to continuously go ham on the target they're attacking. So that's another hero you can use. And I said Shade. Shade basically is like a like a Scarlet, he's kind of like a Scarlet Bolt, but he doesn't do as much damage. But he will cast a muting missile as well. So depending on your needs at the time, and maybe you don't have Shade like I don't. I don't have Shade. Maybe you've only got Scarlet Bolt. Use her, okay? That's what I'm saying. Step number 3. Have an assassinating hero, okay? Step 1, have 1 to 2 stunners. Step 2, have a dedicated healer. Step 3, have an assassin character, okay? And I'm giving you this list, and you're like, well, I already knew all that. Okay, then why aren't you done with your chapters? No, I didn't pause the video. That was kind of me waiting for your response because you're probably not using them correctly. You guys have to absolutely remember, you have to absolutely time your crowd control. You have to time your crowd control, guys. You have to, okay? That means get your stuns right and then assassinate or do whatever you're going to do. Stun defensively as well and then assassinate or do whatever you're going to do, okay? Number 4, okay? Have a consistent damage hero, okay? Black Crow is amazing. She is probably one of the highest consistent damage heroes in the game. Incinerator, absolutely crazy good for consistent damage, okay? So, and you can use a couple of them too, so consistent damage heroes, okay? Remember, what does that sound like to you? It means whatever they're doing, they're just attacking for mass amounts of damage, okay? I'm going to be using Black Crow because I appreciate her quite a bit. But that's no here nor there, okay? I just don't have her. I'm farming her medals as we speak. So, in fact, actually, I'm going to go ahead and run all of my elites right here with her before the server changes over. So, give me more. Okay, there's 2... Really? Only 2 medals? It's unfortunate. I wish I had more. But there are a ton of elite entry stages with her. I get 24, 24, 24. So, yeah, that's no here nor there, though, guys, right? You're just like, I already knew that. So, yeah. That's 4. And number 5, okay, step 5, absolutely learn your hero composition. Play with them a lot. That means go out there, do a dungeon, go for the 3 crowns, okay? How did you lose? This hero's too weak, take him out. Try doing it with 2 heroes or 3 heroes. And I did that a few times. I beat stages with only 3 heroes. Because like my melee guys like Scarlet Bolt was just dying way too quickly, so I took them out of my team. I took out Demon Slayer out of my team, and so I was only using like the big guy, Tracker, and Prima Donna at one point, or just the big guy and Prima Donna, you know, call it a day, or the big guy, Child of Light, and Prima Donna, whatever, right? All I'm saying here is that you need to basically practice these 5 steps, and you will have your best 5 makeup, okay? Don't message me and ask me, yeah, but what's the best 5 heroes in the game? And then I ask you, are you paid to play or free to play? And you say free to play, I'm like, wow, what stage are you on? 1. Really? Like, you guys gotta remember, it's the best 5 team composition, okay? There is no best 5 because everybody's got different heroes, unless you've got them all, right? But again, guys, step 1. You need 1 to 2 stunners, okay? Step 2, have a dedicated healer. You can get away with it with Sea Squire if you've got heroes like Rose Knight and Beatrix to back up that Sea Squire healing, okay? Step number 3 is have an assassin. Just like I said, guys, have an assassin. Maybe I said that's step 4. Anyways, step 4, yeah, that's an assassin, okay? Step 4, have a dedicated like heavy, like consistent damage hero. Incinerator's great, Black Crow's great, Scarlet Bolt's pretty great. Heroes that are gonna just basically do tons of damage no matter what, okay? And those guys I just mentioned, they're pretty darn good. In step 5, guys, absolutely learn how the team works, okay? I can pick any 5, okay? Let me pick my stunner right now. Beatrix. Let me pick my tank, Rose Knight. Let me go ahead and pick my assassin hero, Tracker. Let me pick my healer, okay? Prima Donna. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let me go ahead and pick up my consistent damage hero, Incinerator, you know, or maybe I'll choose Scarlet Bolt, or maybe I'll choose, you know, some other hero or whatever, okay? But where I'm at in the game, I'm on Chapter 8, and each it seems like 8-3 requires nothing but good damage heroes, and 8-6 is going to require survivability. 8-9, I don't know, I'm not there yet. So, yeah, guys, different parts of the game require different kind of hero makeup. So, they're kind of like Pokemon, guys. You got to catch them all. Now, if we're talking PvP, I will tell you guys the best 5 heroes I'm going to be using for PvP, okay? I'm going to be using Beatrix, Rose Knight, Incinerator, Black Crow, and either Demon Slayer, Tracker, or Bombing Goblin, okay? Those are the 5 heroes / whatever I'm going to use, okay? And I'll tell you why. Beatrix, absolutely, she's amazing. Just get her if you can get her. The $5, don't worry about it, guys. It's a great investment, okay? You don't gotta legendary grade her like I did. Just get her, and she's amazing, okay? Rose Knight, she's going to shield your whole team off the bat for a ton of damage, so that prevents them from just getting an instant kill on your dudes. Incinerator and Black Crow, because they inflict burn and bleed, and those absolutely just crush people. Just dead. What are you gonna do, huh? And then you're doing one of those. So, and then I might use Demon Slayer if they're using a lot of casters. Like if they're using a Prima Donna, and I notice that, I'll change it out, and I'll put Demon Slayer in there, and he'll just take out Prima Donna with just like that. I'll use Tracker if I notice that they're using a lot of ranged heroes. Like if they've got a tracker of their own, I'll use my tracker, and then we'll just get 3-second stuns on each other. Okay. I'll use Bombing Goblin here because look at his rank 7 skill. When he dies, he explodes. So maybe if they're using a tracker, or maybe if they're using like a Demon Slayer combo, or like a Demon Slayer Shade combo or whatever, I'll throw this guy in there, and when he blows up, when he dies, he kills pretty much everybody. So, yeah, that's a good way to do it. Black Crow, like I said, she just bleeds everybody. Incinerator bleeds or fires everybody, and Tracker stuns. So basically, I'll be using these guys. Not only that, but Rose Knight throws out heals randomly to my team and lowers the damage they take, and her ultimate stuns. It bounces a lot of targets, and it stuns them for briefly. So yeah, that's the team I'm going to be using. The current 5 that I use for hero chapters, guys, changes. It changes. There's no set 5 I use anymore. I used to use Child of Light, Tracker, Scarlet Bolt, Prima Donna, and Demon Slayer, okay? Those were the 5 I actually used, and I would trade out Demon Slayer for the big guy, or I would take out Scarlet Bolt for, you know, the big guy, or whatever the case may be, okay? And I basically just ran all the way 1 through 7 with that kind of team makeup, okay? Because those are the heroes I had at the time that fulfilled those 5 requirements, okay? I'll say them one more time. 1 to 2 stunning heroes. That means their ultimate stun. Now, when they have the little tweets above their heads, don't stun, don't stun. Wait till that shit's gone, guys, because you will waste a 5-second stun from Child of Light if you stun when they have the little tweets above their head, okay? Same thing for Beatrix. You'll waste her stun. Now, wait till it's gone, guys, because they don't stack in duration, and they don't overlap one another, and they don't override each other either. So, maybe you've got a quick 1-second stun on the hero you're fighting, or the thing you're trying to kill, and then you use Child of Light to think you're going to get an additional 5 seconds, and then it's not stunned anymore, and you're like, what? Time it right, guys. Wait till there's no tweets above the head, and then kill. Just stun, kill, okay? So, yeah, let me see here. What was I at? I'm sorry, I got carried away with the whole stunning thing. So, yeah, so the 5 right here, 1 to 2 stunners, dedicated healer, that can be C-Squire, okay, depending on your team makeup. It could be C-Squire, okay? But currently I use Prima Donna. Okay, you need an assassin type of character. Okay, you absolutely need an assassin type of character. Tracker, Scarlet Bolt, Shade absolutely work for assassin characters because they can single one target out and focus that one target. Okay, and then you need a consistent damage hero, like one that just does nothing but pump out damage. Now, I know Tracker is the highest single target damage hero in the game because of her ultimate, but set aside from her ultimate, Incinerator will bury her in damage, Beatrix will bury her in damage, Black Crow will bury her in damage, and $1 million will bury her in damage. So, all I'm saying, guys, is I use Tracker as my assassin hero, okay? So why I use Tracker right now. And step number 5, guys, play with your team composition, learn how it works, and time your stuns correctly, okay? Because this game is heavily about stuns when it comes down to hero chapters, because as soon as that enemy hero hits their ultimate, that wipes out whoever it's attacking. So once you see the little flash, the spark around that hero, like Rose Knight, she kind of twirls, she sparks and then twirls. You have until she comes back around to hit her with a stun, so she stops. Same thing for Petite Devil. She does like a hop, and then she dances around her little spear. You can stun her during that process, but you gotta pay attention to the flashiness of the hero you're going against. Okay. Some of them are quicker than the other, but you'll learn, guys, once you watch carefully, you'll time your stuns correctly, and the hero chapters are going to be a piece of cake for everybody, guys. That's all I'm saying. So, again, there's absolutely no best 5 for the hero chapters, okay? Work with what you've got, okay? Because everybody's different. Free to play, pay to play, we're all different, okay? I highly recommend on these guidelines, okay? 1 to 2 stunners. Dedicated healer. No, I'm just teasing, guys. You're like, oh, did he say anything? Okay. 1 assassin, okay? And 1 consistent damage. And then learn how to use them, okay? Use them. And if you don't do it, guys, bad business. That's all I'm going to say here. Bad business, okay? You're going to go ahead and do all that effort for nothing. And you're like, but I didn't learn anything. I just gave you the secret. 1 to 2 stunners. That could be a tank, by the way. You're like, I need a tank. Child of Light. Problem solved right there, okay? That's your stunner. Rose Knight. That's a tank. That's a stunner as well. You know, all I'm saying here, guys, is your team compositions can differ. No one team comp is better than the other. And I'm going to go ahead and get another sweep here. Look at this, guys. I'm telling you, I'm getting Black Crow. I'm getting Black Crow, and then I'm going to mythic grade, legendary status, as soon as possible, my Rose Knight. So I will use all 12 of my entries every day. I think it's 12 is what I get with her. Let me see here. Gotta make sure I check that, guys. Get the medals. Oh, I did get the medals. So 24. I will use 24 entries per day on 612 to get more medals for Rose Knight, because she's pretty damn good, guys. And that's why you can only get her in Elite Chapter 6 and above. That's like the only hero that requires an Elite Chapter 6 or above to get, and there's a reason why she's that good, guys. But anyways, love, peace, and chicken grease, guys. If I didn't answer your questions or you didn't get the video, tell me in the comments. I will address them in the comments. If you didn't learn anything, I'm really sorry. Play the video again, guys. I really poured my heart and soul into this video to try to give you guys the secret, okay? I'll say it one more time. 1 to 2 stunners. Your tank can be your stunner. Oathkeeper, Child of Light, Rose Knight, those are all tanks. Death Knight, they're all stunners, okay? They all have a stunning mechanism that when they ultimate, it stuns or it does something to get rid of them, okay? Snow Queen's one of them too. You know, whatever, but she's not a tank. But anyways, dedicated healer. You can get away with using Sea Squire, guys, if you have a makeup with like Rose Knight and Beatrix and pretty much everybody else like that, okay? I'm not using it. I prefer Prima Donna because she buffs my magic attack, and that's the only reason why I'm using her over Sea Squire. So, okay, have an assassin type of hero. Tracker works perfect. Scarlet Bolt works perfect. Shade works perfect. Okay, have one of those 3 heroes on your team. Number 4, have a dedicated damage hero. Okay, dedicated. Absolutely dedicated. They have to do nothing but damage, okay? Like you can use Incinerator, you can use Black Crow, you can use any of those kind of heroes like that as your dedicated damage hero, okay? Dedicated. And number 5, play with your team. Learn the ups and the downs. Learn when you have to use an ultimate, when you cannot use an ultimate. Learn how to defensively use your stuns. Learn how to time your heals right after your stuns or before your stuns, and then stun afterwards, after whatever. Like, time it out, guys. Watch my hero chapters. I cover a lot of this kind of stuff in those hero chapters. So, again, if I didn't answer your questions, okay, hopefully I did. But if I didn't, ask me in the comments and I will reply. Don't message me in-game because I may not reply to you guys, okay? I may not. But anyways, guys, like I said, love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe, but above all, guys, stay classy.